Hey guys, have you ever felt like you could sure use some good advice, some words of wisdom that could help you to navigate the waters of life? Well, these two simple verses are perhaps the most invaluable words of wisdom that someone could ever receive. They're words of a father to his son, words written actually thousands of years ago, but words that have proven precious to thousands and perhaps millions of people. The book is Proverbs. The chapter is chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Now, real faith involves trust, and trust presupposes love. I will trust someone whom I know loves me. I will trust someone even more whom I know loves me because he would prove it to me by giving his life for me. Now, in the New Testament, the writer of Hebrews speaks much about faith. We know that without faith, it's impossible to please God. We know that faith is a gift that God gives us. The moment we called into question our own doubts that the one who died on the cross really is God, who came to this earth just for that purpose, to die for us so that we might have eternal life. And when we trusted him, we knew that he loved us. And we wanted to know more. This person who would love us enough to suffer for us, to die for us. And so real faith in God is trusting in him, trusting that what he wills for my life, which will necessarily entail trials, difficulties, and if I really want intimate communion with him, sharing in his sufferings, that those things nevertheless are far better than the plans that I could make for myself. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. In all my ways, all my actions, all my undertakings, all my pursuits, all my plans. Now, acknowledging him is not giving a nod to him. I see that you're there. Or like some recipients of Academy Awards do. I want to thank God because all the good things in my life come from him, and I give him all the credit. The word that's translated acknowledge there is actually the Hebrew word yada, to know. In all your ways, your plans, actions, pursuits, endeavors, seek to know him. God, what is your will? What is your desire? What do you think of this? Should I go this way? Is this pleasing to you? This is not about getting what I want or following a formula to get my deepest desires. It's about entrusting my heart, my life, my soul to God. The sure promise of my trusting in him and seeking to know him in all my plans and actions is not riches or material things, but that God will direct me. And the wonderful thing, the paths that God directs me on will always, always lead closer to Him. I'm reminded of the famous 23rd Psalm. So, trusting in the Lord with all my heart and not leaning on my own understanding is trusting Him when the path that He leads me on winds through the valley of the shadow of death. It's trusting Him that He will make me to lie down in green pastures. He will lead me beside still waters, and He will restore my soul. It's trusting that the path that He leads me on is a path of righteousness for His name's sake. And that because I seek to know Him above all else, I will fear no evil, because His rod of correction and His staff of protection assure me that He will not leave me to the destructions of my own sinfulness or the deceptions of the enemy. It's trusting Him that when the path that He leads me on brings me into the presence of my enemies, He will prepare a table before me right in front of them. It's trusting Him that when circumstances defy my understanding and hopelessness, despair, or sorrow threaten to engulf me, that right behind me, His hand of goodness and mercy is upholding me, penetrating my heart and giving me the strength to go on. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. Seek to know Him, and He shall direct your paths. Merry Christmas. God bless you.